Okay, now we're over here at the second motor, and it's the same thing. I have a start cap hooked up, and I need to plug this into the grid and start right up. Okay, seems to be up to the sine wave speed, so now you disconnect the start cap. Okay, now I got two rotovertor motors running at the same time. They're both 1800 RPM 4-pole type. And then that black electrical box right there in the middle, that's where they're both plugged, and then I have a camera plugged in the middle too, but anyway. So, now I have to quickly take that AC power out of that generator coil and that inverter and disconnect the right-hand side motor from the grid and then quickly plug the other motor in. The generator and the inverter as the power supply for it instead of the grid, and then we will have the left-hand motor and its generator powering the right-hand motor. Okay, the white cord right here is what's powering that second motor, and here's the power from the generator and the inverter. Okay, while you weren't looking, I did it really quick. So that motor, which is connected only to this white cord, electrical cord here, which was going in the grid, is now instead being powered off of the generator output, the cap discharge generator output of the other motor. Okay, I hooked up a ammeter to see what this motor hooked to the grid is drawing, and it's 0.54 amps, 540 milliamps, which is pretty good. And I was wondering, that's 120 volts, so it is. Okay, trying to be careful not to short anything, but I hooked up the voltage to see what's across the second motor, the feed of it, to 80.8 volts that it's running at right now. Okay, I managed to measure the current going into the second motor from the generator. It's about 3.39 amps, 390 milliamps. So it's the watts being sucked out of that generator is 390 milliamps and 80 volts. Just making the second motor spin. Okay, I disconnected the second motor now. So, and I turned off the generator relays for this first motor. So it's just the first motor running, and it draws 0.3 amps. 300 milliamps at 120 volts. That's just itself. Okay, now I'm just going to shut down this motor too. And when I'm finally through, I'm going to discharge the two caps into that light bulb. I don't like 120 volts sitting around DC. And you can see power stored into them as it lights the cap. Okay, so remember, this inverter is what's powering that second motor. The caps are discharging, and the generator actually never sees the second motor. It only fills up the caps, and then the caps discharge and power the second motor. So the motor stopped, the caps are still hot, so I'm going to light this light, this 9-watt LED light, and drain the caps with it. Try not to get electrocuted. Here we go. Okay, there's what was in one of those cap banks. I'll discharge the other and call it a day.